Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Ragnamod VI. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, we have spent the last little bit trying to complete all of our quests, and so we can get to the creative stuff. And we are one chapter away. Woot. That's what we're going to work on today. In between episodes, I really haven't done much. I did do some cleaning up. I've got our room set up that we're going to use today. I finally cleaned this room up. A matter of fact, I have cleaned up. That just looks weird. I've noticed some textural stuff issues we've been having. Cleaned up all the leftover spots that we hadn't cleaned up. We had this spot down here. I've cleaned this all up. Everything is now come together. We've got just the one more room to fill up. That's going to be for our Woot. And for Woot, I've waited to the last thing with this. And the main reason is because I wanted to use mob cages. I wanted to try these guys out. Half of these aren't even got anything in it. I went overboard with the mob cages. But I wanted to try these guys out to see how they were, do something different instead of using Woot. And then every time I've used Woot, I wound up crashing servers and worlds and stuff like that because of how I wound up doing it. And it's more along the lines of, in order to get into Woot, you need a few things. For the continence fluid, we need purge fluid. And for purge fluid, you need blaze rods, ender pearls. You can do it with bones and rotten flesh. So you need to have a decent mob farm set up to get to that. Liquid enchant, or the pure dye, we'll get to that in a little bit. We're going to be making that anyways. But the liquid enchant, you need enchanted books in order to get liquid enchant. And usually what I do is I get into a great big hurry and wanting to get all the liquid enchant, and I set up a bunch of fissures and I fill up our refined storage system with a bunch of stuff that has NBT data, and it does not like it, and I crash the server. So we're not going to do that this time. We've got some other ways to do it. But I had already started trying to record this episode, and I had a hiccup, and things didn't work out real well for me. But we've only got as far as making our plates. These guys are fairly easy. We use our anvil. We need plate dye. We need shard dye. And, of course, the die casing we've already made. We needed that for making our solar panels. And then I set up, this is where I had the hiccup. Set up this guy here, metal press for making the Steigen plates. We're going to need a whole bunch of them. And then we had an issue. I don't know what it is. The immersive engineering stuff. Let's see if we can go upstairs and see any of this. Yep. We've seen this once before. Because this has already been broke. Loose textures on some of it's like that right there. The textures break on the immersive engineering stuff, and I do not know why. If we need some more of that, we'll have to fix that. I just got shot. These guys are spawning everywhere. They're there too. Alright, but anyways, to what we need to do. Alright, so we had got to the point of making the plates. We need to start with our controller. We need mob shards, and the only way to get mob shards is a metal press with ender pearls. Now, we're not going to automate this. I'm going to set this up because we're not going to need a whole lot of these ender pearls right there. Let's grab 16 of them. Let's get rid of this stuff. This is where I hooked up all of this. That's not where I wanted to go. It's where I hooked this guy up to what I needed. Anyways, let's take this guy off. Let's throw this guy on there, and then we're just going to make 16 of these right quick and just be done with it. That'll be more than what we need, because I think all we're going to need is about 2, maybe 3, because we do have to go through a few tiers of these. But there we go. We've got our mob shard. Next up, we need to make a prism. And for that, we need to get the pure dye fluid. So we need a injection press, to get the pure dye fluid, we need, let's go back in here and do it this way. Let's go ahead and make our machines. We're going to need a fluid vat. This is what gives us our purge fluid and continents. We're probably going to need a couple of them. Enchantment liquid fire, we're going to need a few of those. Injection press, heart. Fluid vat, is that? Pure dye fluid in a dye liquefier. That's what we need. That right there. Alright, so let's go head over to our new area. And let's start getting some things set up here. Alright, so in order to get our pure dye fluid, we need to have 72 of the blue, the white, the red, and yellow dyes. And as you can see, each one of these does some of each. Usually I go with gray and try to keep up with it. But one of the things that I learned, at least in this pack, is we have this one right here. Dye Essence gives us 20 of each. So that is what we are going to use. We've already got the seeds going. So that is what we are going to use to make this. So the dye essence goes in there. It'll go in there. We'll get 20 of each. And as soon as we get the 72, we got some we got pure dye fluid. Beautiful. There's no real good way of speeding this up that I know of. So we're just going to let this thing go and do its thing, and we'll move on to the next bit of business. Well, I kind of hoped to do this a different way. When you look at the recipe for Liquid Enchant, it shows these books right here. And I had hoped that using our transmutation table, we could get those books. These books would work, but it does not seem to do that. So we are just running what books we do have in here and going with it. We'll see what we get out of it. Some of this stuff is pretty good. Some of it not so good. But if we don't wind up having enough of this, we will go back and do some more enchanting of books and stuff like that. So it's the only problem that I have with this is every once in a while you will come across a book that will not work. So we got to keep an eye on this. And then we'll go from there. But for now, that's got that going. We've got Liquid Enchant. We can get us a bucket and we can complete that quest. There we go. Quest complete. That can go back in there and we can move on about our business. Alright, so first things first, we've got our purge fluid done. I've got this set up to export Ender Pearls. It's going in here. I did not need the water. This does need water, and it can only be the water. If you look inside of your book, it'll tell you what sides can be given what. Items can be inserted from any side. Input fluids can be inserted from the left, top, or front. Outputs can be removed from the bottom, back, or right sides. So that's why this is run up to the top of this instead of into the back of it. And then I've got the power into the bottom of it. But as you can see, we are getting our purge fluid. Beautiful. We really don't need purge fluid other than making continence fluid. And to make the continence fluid, right now we are going to be using redstone to make it. So let's place this guy down. I do not know if it will straight. No, we're going to have to pipe into this. And I'm going to have to adjust my walls. I've already messed up the walls as it is anyways. We're not going to have the fancy walls like this all around here. Because I didn't do enough planning for this. So let's do that. And this should now be getting purge fluid. Beautiful. Alright, and items can be inserted from any side, so we can break this guy. We'll put an export bus on the back of it. Let's go ahead and run that there. Let's put our stack upgrades, our speed upgrades. Let's give this guy some power. And then let's get a piece of redstone and throw it in here. And we'll give this a tank. These machines will automatically output into a tank without having to actually pipe it. So now all we need to do is hook this up. And we are getting our continents. Beautiful. That quest is now complete. Let's go ahead and complete that. We've made the injection press. We've made the fluid vats. We've made the enchantment liquefier, which is not working as well as I had hoped. We're up to 35 buckets. It is not liking some of the books. It's taking a minute to find the books. So I may have to go in and do something different with this, but we've got a little bit right now. Alright, so our next bit of business is going to be our injection press. We need it to craft die plates, so we need to get that set up. And we'll set it up right back here. So, with the injection press, we need it specifically just for, it looks like, we need it for the plates. I'm not worried about getting lava. That is a neat way to get lava. So for now, all we're worried about is setting up stuff for our plates that we're going to need to craft. So we need to start getting into making our blocks. So we need amaranth blocks. These guys are made with magenta dye plates. We're going to need amber blocks. These guys are made with brown dye plates. We will need to get to these guys, so we might as well go ahead and set them up. While we're at it, green dye plates. That was the green ones, yes. And blue. And this is just going through all the different tiers of stuff. And then I need to set up recipes for wait a minute. Alright, so I don't know if I've showed you all this yet or not. We do have some wireless fluid transfer. So we place one, they're from Cyclic. Place one where you want it to go and one where you want it to come from. And then you need a GPS card. Shift right click with the GPS card on where you want it to go and then place it inside of the one that's got the, and then it will send all of our fluid over here, which is lovely. Then this has a tank, this has a tank, and then of course this tank here. So yeah, that's it gives you some more storage space as it is. So we've got the liquid enchant set up, we've got the pure dye set up. I just need to get everything else set up for the auto crafting of this stuff. Alright, so we are back. Got a few quests to complete. I have made all of the plates. This is a very, very slow process to make these plates here. So that's going to be one holdup that we do have. I've got... yeah, that there. Alright, so we need to make our basic continents. Wait, I've already made that, right? No. So we need to make our basic continent shell. This holds 10,000, transfers 1,000. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this right now. Just because we can. So that has our premium done. That gives us a machine casing, some more plates, and there is a ultimate, which is 2 more Magus plates, and I will have to get those. I need 1 more. So I will show you this. No, we actually have to. I will craft one of these. These things take a minute to craft. We have time. We can run down here and look at this. Yeah, it's slow. There's nothing we can do about it, but it's what we have to deal with. But there we go. There is our ultimate continent shell, our sail, for our machine. Beautiful. That's done. We can go from there. Alright, so we're ready to start crafting up all of our pieces that we're going to need. So we need a layout guide. That is, well, we don't actually need that. Because we have this guy right here, the intern. This is what we're going to use to make our factory. We need an exporter. I've already made recipes for all this stuff. I just spent the time doing that in between. We need a exporter. That quest is complete. We need the heart. This guy here. And we need to start making our blocks. So to make the blocks, we need a total of 10 of these guys. Actually, that may not be right. Let's do this. So this is a tier 1 factory. Tier 2, we need 10. We need 17 amber blocks. We'll just go ahead and make 20. Shouldn't take that long to do. Beautiful. There we go. We need 11 factory connectors. I don't know why I keep going out of here for that, because I can do it right there. Factory connectors, we need 11. There's those. That did not complete the quest. Oh, we need to make our perk slot first. So perk slot, let's get 4 of those going. There we go. There's that. That takes care of the factory controller one. We need a primary base and a secondary base. Primary base, secondary base. We need 4 of the Theoreticus caps, which is Exemptus. That's these. That takes care of that. And all we need now to do is get our mob controller, and that's it. So we need to find something that is a tier 2 mob. These guys are probably not tier 2. It doesn't say just yet. 1, 2, 3. 4, and I need one more, which I could probably find. There was one over here. And now he's gone. Nope, there they are. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so that should be, it's fully programmed. Let's get us a piece of glass. Way too much stuff in my inventory. This is one that recipe I didn't set up. We may set it up depending on how many of these we need. There is our prism. And we should now be able to take the mob shard. We need a Steigen plate. I need some space. Those can go away for now. Plate. That guy, this guy, and then that guy, and our hammer. And there is our controller. That is right click for required tier information. Oops. That is a tier 2. Beautiful. That's what we're fixing to make. We're ready to go. Alright, so we should have everything we need now to be able to do this. So, cannot replace loose exporter at 5129. Let's see here. Let's go right underneath here. And now let's try it again. 5129. Okay. All right. Let's see. That's at 36. We needed to go to 29. I didn't realize this was going to need to be that high up. So let's do that. There is our heart. Let's see. What happened to our secondary base? Alright. How many of them do we need? 3. Oh, well, that explains a lot. I guess I should have read that. Let's make another one. There we go. No primary controller. We've got that right here. That's at 52. That would be this guy right here. Expected sale. That would be this guy. And now we should be, yeah, it looks like everything's working now. Beautiful. It is doing its thing. So we need to give this some fluid. So we're going to need to hook up our wireless again. Alright, so I am slowly upgrading this thing as we go. We are now up to the tier 3. I do have some perks made. These things are taking me forever to get made, as we're having to wait on these guys. Everything's done. Well, the batch that I just done is done. But Scale the Summit is what we need in order to get to upgrade your different tiers. That's how we get all the different essences. So that is kind of what I am waiting on. Right now we are waiting on getting the essences. I hit the wrong button there. I was sitting there talking and nothing was going on. We're waiting on essences. We've got enough for the... Let's see if we can do this now. Let's do the next tier. So let's go shift and right click. We need 4 Exemptus caps and 8 of the blocks. So we need 8. We've got enough for that. And then we needed 4 of the Exemptus caps. There's those. And now it's just a matter of whacking it with our... Did I make the wrong ones? I did. We need these guys here. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. And it is now a tier 4 factory. And we just need to wait on some of the Byzantium. But what we can do now, I believe, if we go into our book, I want to find perks that's not got anything that I want. Basic snow, factory components. I am looking for the main. Yeah, it's not going to work. See if we can use this. Woot reduces fluid ingredients, fixed spawn rate. This is the one I want to see about doing. These get placed. I'm trying to remember where this goes. That's not there. Basics. Oh, you know, if I had read, it's right at the beginning of it, right there, so it says factory exotics. So these just need to be placed right above the heart. So that should. If we go in here, exotics, what are exotics for? Oh, they can only be applied to tier 5. So we've got to get the rest of our stuff. Now, while we're sitting here waiting, what can we do? Well, we can speed this guy up, which helps get this stuff a little bit quicker. We still only got 1. We've got to get... oh, we just got 7 of them. Each one of these takes 4, and we need how many of them for a tier 5? Why is this not? Let's do tier 5. This is not working. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so we just need, that's not even showing me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. We need 8. So I need at least enough to make 4. So I need... Wait, yeah, 4 recipes, which means we need 16 of them. And then we need 8 of the Magistars. So I'm going to wait on that stuff. We've got 7. We're halfway there. Let's go ahead and get these guys made up. They're easy enough. That quest is complete. And I'm going to speedy this up until we get to what we need. Alright, so we should have what we need now to do this. So, hopefully, we can do it. Looks like we can. I goofed to a certain extent. Because, as you see, we are out of continents. I sped this thing up and sped it up way too much. So, but there we go. We've got our tier 5. We can put this guy on there now to have an exotic if we should want it. It takes a whole lot of continence fluid to do this, but it does speed it up quite a bit. We have absolutely no use for this right now. So I'm going to just break this guy and we'll put him up. If there's some mob that we need, then I will go back and add it to it. But we've got all of that. All I've got left to do is wait on our... That's not what I wanted. I need a handful more of these guys to go. So I'm going to work on getting all the perks done. It's just crafting them. They're not really that hard to do. It's just different stuff. Mob Slaughter Factory, that's a different one. So none of it's really that hard to do. It's really just crafting them and deciding what you want as far as perks. So I'm going to get these perks made and I will be back. And there we go. It is complete. Oh, that was a pain to do, actually. I had to go do some blood magic stuff. We needed another rune of sacrifice. I needed to get a couple more slates. And then I had to craft a bunch of fluid laser drills and stuff like that. But it is now complete. None of these we need. We're all good. Woot is now complete. All I need to do now is complete all of the quest. Well, it did not like something that I just tried to do. I don't know, but there we go. That is all complete. They give us a handful of food, which we don't need. Give some more prisms, some more caps, a piece of dirt that fell upon me, machine casing, more caps, yada yada yada. We are all good. There is that. We can go in here now and claim our Woot. And that has this chapter now complete. Which means that our creative items should now, they're all unlocked. That is awesome. We can run over here right quick. Just to go ahead and complete one because we can. Boom. Infinity pipe upgrade. We have our first creative item. What does this give us? Absolutely nothing. So, we got one more we can do right quick and then we're going to call it. We've been doing this long enough. I really have been doing this long enough. I've been at this for about 4 hours today. So, but we've got our Woot trophy. This guy can go down here. We need a pedestal. Our last pedestal. There we go. That actually had a spark with it. So that's taken care of. That's taken care of. We go in here. That's now done. We have got everything we need now done. We can start crafting the creative stuff. And we'll start working on some of that stuff in the next episode. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I thank you for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.